Hello, peeps. It's Flow time. Uncle Flo here, Florian, former domestic abuse victim, then turned SKP, then survivor. Then I healed myself with help of other people, obviously, and now I'm a happy camper and I live to serve and I'm trying to do my best. I am doing my best to help you, all of you who are listening. Today, I'd like to speak about the three levels of relationships. There's only a model. Obviously, somebody could say, no, there are four levels. Doesn't matter. Three is the magic number. There are three different qualities to a relationship. When I say relationship, I'm talking about, first of all, there is obviously, and that's fundamental. This is the basis for everything, the relationship you have with yourself, or I have with myself, because inner world, our innermost world, what's going on in our head and in our hearts is primary. The outer world is secondary. Just a quick example, let's say it rains outside. It's entirely up to you how you relate to it. You can get grumpy, you can go, oh, I don't want to get wet and all of that. You can dislike the rain, you can let it make you unhappy because the sun isn't shining. Or you can go outside and sing, I'm singing in the rain. Not that you have to do this exactly like this, but this is, for example, a way of how reframing works. It's a matter of attitude. So inner world leads outer world. You can control your inner world. And therefore, the most important relationship you can ever have in your life is with yourself. There's nothing selfish about this. Yes, healthy self-interest is absolutely vital for a happy life. And a happy camper is better able to help other people than a miserable mug. Cool. Now, the other relationships obviously are either one which is very important is with a partner, a romantic, intimate partner. When we say the word relationship, this is very often what we think about. And then obviously also in business relationships, relationships with colleagues, with managers, with directors, or to companies, the owners of two companies, their relationships. Yeah, how are they? How do they work or not? Cool. Let us continue now with level number one. This is the poorest form of relationship, the poorest quality, the lowest one, which is dominated, which is defined by control. See, I'm not even saying abuse yet. However, level one, at the bottom of this level one, there's obviously the abusive relationship between, let's say, a narcissist or a sociopath and their victim. Can also be other personality disorders, can also be other problems, that can be drug addict, whatever. The abuse can be merely, in inverted commas, neglect, emotional neglect, physical neglect for children. Right, this is the poorest form, this is the lowest form. A relationship which is defined by control or abuse even. Now, people who abuse have a very, very poor relationship with themselves. No narcissist is a happy person, no sociopath is, nor is a psychopath. Abusers are not happy. People who control others, who feel an intrinsic need to impose themselves, to control others, are not happy campers. There's something missing in their lives. There's something dark going on. Yeah, there's a whole spectrum, obviously. There's a whole spectrum between light, beautiful green and pitch black. Right, and then somewhere on the spectrum, there's something which I call a point of no return. If you go beyond that, it's very, very hard to come back from there. So somebody with a narcissistic personality disorder, for example, is beyond this point of no return. They will not come back, not in this lifetime. Right. The second level is that, let me talk here, refer first to a relationship with a partner. because that's very interesting. It's a trade-off. And most intimate romantic relationships are actually based on that. It is a horse trade. It is the prom queen and the captain of the football team. It's the big, strong, Prince Charming and the blue-eyed Cinderella. Or, just watch the Hollywood movies, and then, you already know anyway what I'm talking about. So it's a trade-off. It's very often a thing of, he's looking good, he drives a good car, he's got a career, promising career, this and that, and he's funny, and he's good in bed, and it's good enough, let's go for it. Now, I don't want to denigrate anybody, I don't want to put anybody down or so. What it is, we have a very, very busy lifestyle, don't we? Time is just racing these days, and people have a biological clock. Yeah, let's say a lady who initially focused on her career, and now she's turning 30 or getting into the 30s. I think, bloody hell, I still want to have a child. Now the question is there actually time to really, really find the love of your life? Questionable. Right, the same for the blokes. Well, differently, because we are blokes, yeah. But also we have time pressure, we have work pressure, this and that. And therefore, very often and I did it, yeah. I'm not here to point any fingers. I'm not into the blame game or judgment game. I'm past that. Healed myself, as I already said before. It turns into a horse trade. Somebody who fits you, kind of, and who's approved by your friends and family, and the sex is good, and money is all right, and together we can afford the house, blah, 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 blah. Now, there's an inherent problem here. The problem is that people change. Yeah, we change during our lifetime. We grow up, our bodies change, our minds, our interest changes, our maybe even careers change. Just recently, I read about somebody whose partner took early retirement and now isn't doing much in the home anymore, or not going to work, and blah 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 blah. And the partner who's still working is unhappy about it. Because things have changed. Now, this is a level 2 relationship, a typical picture of a level 2 relationship, because it was initially based on physical stuff, appearance. Yeah, he looks good. Yeah, she looks good. Yeah, we're good in bed with each other, this and that. And also, hopefully, the mind. We have similar interests. We like the same movies. But all of these things can change. They do change. You are not the person who you were 7 years ago. Absolutely not. The only thing that does not change, and well, I'm going to say it the way I'm saying it, is the higher self, what people call the soul, the spirit, the expanded self, your consciousness. Yeah. Well, the consciousness can also change, hopefully always for the better. So I'm taking that back, but I'm talking about the higher self, the expanded self, the soul, the spirit, wherever you're coming from, whether you are religious or spiritual. Choose your own word, choose your own concept. That is what not changes. And this is where it goes now on to the third level. The highest quality of relationship is between people who are able to transcend the mere physical or also the mere mind. Yes, we do have a body, we do have a mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. I have a body. The body is like a car, yeah, it's a vehicle, and the mind is like the board computer, but they are not me. I truly am my higher self. That is what is me, my spirit, my soul. So, and relationships which can transcend, and there are relationships like this, obviously, otherwise we couldn't be talking about them. Relationships which are able to transcend this level of these two levels of pure physicality, pure monetary, material things, and also the mind, like shared interests, for example, which can all change. Yeah. You start a relationship because you meet in a yoga club and both of you do yoga, and that's really great. And you know what? It's a really good background, actually, because there's mindfulness already involved. Mindfulness is a big word, which I will talk about in later videos as well. Absolutely important. Yeah. Meditation, mindfulness can save your life, can completely change your life for the better. Okay, back to yoga. Now, but what if after a few years, one of the two partners stops doing the yoga due to time pressures to work and so now only one is going to the yoga club, the other one is just working 12 hours a day, or goes out with the mates or with the lady friends. I mean, she with her friends, he with his. And so and maybe acceptance slips, there's no mutual acceptance anymore. Anyway, go back to level 3 relationship, the highest form. This is where it all gets transcended, where two souls meet. And I'm not talking about, this notion of soulmates, which is slightly misunderstood in Western Hollywood culture as well. Oh, we went yesterday, we went to the film, we went to the movies, and he actually liked the same movie as I did, and he even cried a little bit. He must be my soulmate. No, it's not like that. Soulmates are something else. Although one has to accept, since it already exists, one has to accept the Western definition as well. A soulmate being somebody who one feels close to on a spiritual level. I think I'm, what's the word? I think I'm contradicting myself here a little bit, which is fine. I'm using language. I'm just doing this off the cuff here. Soulmate another time. So there we have the 3 levels. Yeah, the first one is the controlling one, where one needs to exert control over the other, or 2 control types are trying to control each other. And there can be 2 victims. Yes, it doesn't have to be one abuser and one abused. Can be 2 controlling people. The second one is the horse trade, where it's more or less a left brain thing, like calculating a little bit more. When I say calculating, it's not meant in an evil way. Most relationships, romantic, intimate relationships, are the level 2 relationships, where the spiritual element is missing, where the relationship is not transcended, when they haven't given themselves and each other enough time to actually find the partner. And it is damn difficult. Excuse the damn. I hope you don't mind too much. It is really difficult at this day and age, for people who work from Monday morning through to Friday evening, some through to Sunday evening. And then how do you meet? You need to go on a speed date. Hey, hands up. I've never done that. Or go on a dating website, try to find the ideal partner, which it is so difficult, isn't it? Right. Okay. Especially with the values, all the status symbols, what's all important in modern day society. It's a very status symbol orientated society, bigger car, bigger house, better suit, Armani suit, fly, or I'm a millionaire, therefore I get myself a Russian bride, or maybe these days it's Ukrainian. Yeah. Right. Okay. Now, just to go over to the business context, because I'm executives, business owners, and true professionals are also my concern. Is one of my other niche groups. Yeah, I focus on abuse victims on the one hand, and burned out, stressed out, angry, whatever professionals as well. So we have here the level 2, the trade-off. Yeah, the horse trade is a very natural thing in a business environment. You will have to admit that because it is about making some money here and now. Business. However, business is really done between people. And it happens again and again and again and again that one company does a deal with another company because the 2 owners or directors, CEOs, whoever strikes a deal, know each other, get on like a house on fire, where the regular basic interest of the business deal is, the interest in just making quick money is transcended, and they might strike up then a relationship for the next 2 decades and make each other millions, billions instead of just 200,000. Yeah. So this is where also in business, a level 3 relationship can be actually struck, or found. But again, in with too much pressure, too much time pressure, too much emotional pressure, too many negative emotion, too much greed, and all of that, too much materialism. Quick results, instant gratification, which we human beings are great for. I mean, since the dawn of time, it's not just a new phenomenon. So in business relationship, this works out. Now, when we go to the workplace, managers, colleagues, backstabbing, who hasn't experienced it? I certainly did. Here, very often we have the control relationship. Many managers have to exert control onto their teams or departments, which in the long run makes nobody happy. Yeah, there are better ways to work with colleagues, with employees, with directors, and so on and so forth. And one can all achieve this through mindfulness. Now, I don't want to make mindfulness my flagship. It's just part of what I coach. It's a phenomenal part, it's a great part, it's a beautiful part, but for me, it's only part of it because I prefer to offer a whole toolkit of solutions, of tools, of techniques. And then one of my favorite phrases is horses for courses. Yeah. To each their own, basically. So I'm going to wrap it up. It's a bit shorter today, which is good. Just nearly 17 minutes. We should keep it that short. So 3 levels of relationships. The lowest one is the controlling. Many people we have here, and at the bottom of this one is the abuse. Is the abusive relationship. The next one, level 2, is the trader. The trading. The you give me this, I give you that. The horse trade, which are most of romantic, intimate relationships are based on, and also business relationships, obviously. And the highest form is where you transcend all of this, where physicality, where materialism, status, and all of this, and even shared interests are not so important anymore. Now, just one last word of warning. Our relationships are not necessarily meant to last forever, even the best. Yes, we do have people who stay married. You get married at a young age and stay married, and then, go to the grave almost together. It does exist. No judgment here. It's probably great. I don't know. I haven't done this. However, even the best relationship, also the level 3 relationship, where let's call them soulmates, where they two people who are able to transcend mere materialism, mere physicalities, mere outer world stuff, meet. Also this relationship can finish one day. The only difference here is that people who are in a level 3 relationship, and both capable of doing this, obviously, when their close relationship finishes, they are able to part as friends, and they will still have some sort of friendly relationship. There won't be a big breakup or something. So that's really important to know, I think. But yeah, first and foremost is the relationship which you have with yourself, with your own inner self, and this is where your inner world, your innermost, your thoughts, your feelings, your heart. Remember, the heart knows, the heart knows, the mind does or works, and the spirit or soul remembers. And then there's also the gut feeling. Always listen to your gut. Right, I'm going to stop it here now because we're nearly down to 20 minutes. Thank you for your time. Thanks for listening. If you think there was something valuable in here, then please subscribe, hit the like button, share, because I'm going to give you loads and loads and loads of really valuable information in the next videos. And I will always try to keep them between 10 and 20 minutes. And that's why I'm going to shut up now. Right, thank you very much. Remember, love and gratitude lead to peace and bliss. But first, you need to find the courage to take personal responsibility, because this is the first step into self-empowerment. Personal responsibility, self-empowerment, and have the courage to do this. Love you all. Thank you very much. Uncle Flo, bye bye, and have a great day.